Hey, this is part 3 of the story about Gwen Stefani. And I've shown you this picture as well. I've mentioned to you that the article I'm sharing with you is written by Kimberly Cutter. I've also mentioned that the photographs that I've shown you are by KZ Fing. And I'm going to start off with Stefani's Golden Rule. One thing I focus on, even during the really hard times, is being grateful. If you're grateful, you pretty much have peace and you can be happy. I'm also mentioning that this article was written to promote her Christmas music album that she's put together. And I bet it's probably really fantastic. Okay, so here is part 3. As it turned out, Gwen and Blake had a lot in common. Though Stefani has always been an edgy, outspoken performer, she also has a distinctly good girl, almost southern side to her. She still goes to church with her family on Sundays in Los Angeles, then spends the afternoon getting her hair and nails done. Even her accent has a slight country twang to it. Sheldon seems to bring this part of Stefani to the fore. She's never done drugs or been much of a drinker. She's always had a taste for sparkle. When you see her and Sheldon singing, you make it feel like Christmas. You can sort of imagine them 20 years from now, like Johnny and June Carter Cash, singing together on stage in Nashville, Tennessee. Fellow voice judge Adam Levine has called their relationship a beautiful thing, and Williams has likened it to kind of like a miracle. Stefani had always wanted to do a holiday album, and while she was at Sheldon's ranch last year, she went for a run. "I'm going to pray this whole run. This is going to be my time," she recalls telling herself. Then I started thinking, if I did write a Christmas song, what would it be? And literally, the whole chorus of Christmas Eve came into my head. I was singing out loud as I'm running. Not just the melody, but the lyrics, everything. It's the craziest thing because you have nothing and then all of a sudden it's just there. The holidays were always a big deal in the Stefani family with a focus on faith and music. She remembers listening to Emily Lou Harris's Christmas album, Light of the Stable, growing up. Her own album, recorded with live musicians and heavy on horns, turned out to be a lot of fun and joyful, and I'm proud of it. She says, "It feels like No Doubt record, but feels very traditional in a way." Stefani's love of tradition means she may never get used to certain aspects of her life without, like sharing custody of her kids. "It's really weird to be a mom with your kids gone half the time," she says. "It's the worst thing ever. If I am home alone, I sometimes get in my head a little bit much, and I get lazy. I just want to lie in bed and say yes to the dress all day long and feel like a loser." Those days seem few and far between. Stefani joins Sheldon regularly at his ranch for weekends and vacations, bringing her boys and other Stefani family members along as often as possible. "It's very tribal," she says. "Blake has a sister and she comes with her kids. We cook and get muddy and dirty. There are ATVs. Being a mother of 3 boys is kind of the perfect place. There are no gates. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. Hunting, fishing, horse riding. The boys want to do all of it. They want to try everything." The main thing, though, Stefani says, is that she's finally found the truth with Sheldon. Everything is real now, whereas before things didn't seem so real. It's impossible not to wonder if the pair plans to get married, and Stefani looks relaxed when I ask her about it. "That's a good question," she says. "I don't know. I've obviously thought about it, but who knows? It's all out of my hands." Ditto on the question of child number 4. "I wish I could, but it's pretty far down the road for that," she says warily. Nevertheless, Stefani admits she'd love it. "My mom had 4, so that was always my number." Professionally, she says she's increasingly interested in collaboration. She'd love to do another season on The Voice. She'd love to write a musical. I would love to do something like that, just be part of a writing thing. Because that confidence has come back now, and I know I have something to offer. It used to be such a stress. There was so much doubt in me. Now it's like, she says, smiling, well, just go write a song. All right, that was the end of the wonderful article about Gwen Stefani. If you have the money, go out and get her album. I'm not into the sales thing. I'm not getting anything out of this. I just think that her album probably would be a terrific personal buy to enjoy. All right, more later on other stuff. All right, I do have Granny Crafter coming. I do have articles about Granny Crafter. That'll be my next articles that you'll listen to, because she does have some great Christmas crafts that she's created, and how she celebrates Christmas too, because she's a unique person. All right, more later. Bye bye. Remember, justmyblogtalk.com, White Cap. Bye bye.